elder abuse suspect. There it is. Finally got it. Very slow on the freeway. What is going on? 1 minute, copy all. You know how to bring a pursuit to an end? Just bring Skyfox in. Here comes the pit. Here comes the pit. Oh.
In the back quarter of it and hit it with such force that you spin it out, and then obviously you disengage from the two vehicles.
Definitely playing with the officers, meaning slowing down on purpose, letting them get close, then kind of speeding up, just doing weird things. And again, this is not a good thing to watch, because when these suspects do these type of maneuvers, it kind of gives you an idea what kind of mentality they have. And that could lead to a very unfortunate ending. Right now you get an idea of all the officers, and again, a lot of stop and a lot of go. That's what we were talking about. There he did it once again. Now LAPD, they've got a number of officers behind it. There might be some California Highway Patrol also basically waving the cops off, waving the cops in, and again, crazy maneuver right there. You just saw it, moved all the way over, trying to get over to the, now getting off the freeway. It's again, I really believe that this person is playing with those officers, and that is not a good thing at all, because you know, when these things come to an end, law enforcement, they have guns, and it just, you know, and when the suspect has this kind of playful, almost, you know, encouraging the officers to be more aggressive, it's just not a good thing. Now, LAPD, do you believe me, they are professionals, consummate professionals. Now you can see them kind of taking off again, speed's getting a little bit higher, back onto the 10 freeway. This is basically the area that this vehicle, this chase has been in since we left Van Nuys. He's gotten off the freeway a couple of times, but always made his way back over to the 10.
This person's around 100 miles an hour, very close, splitting the lanes, going through traffic, which is light, which allows him greater speed. But now we've exited the freeway on a frontage road, and we're going to see what happens here is he has to slow down very quickly, and now he is going to exit the freeway and rolling through and cutting off a couple of people in traffic. But again, now you're back into Pico Boulevard, 33rd Street. This is the Pico District here. Stolen truck pursuit. Now he's just waving at people, and that is just... Bruce, sometimes when you have one of these chases, when the person just is so casual in their demeanor, you kind of just have to settle in and expect this chase to continue for a while.
He's got his hands out of the window. He's almost like dancing in the seat. Like you said, the word taunting. He's almost like, I'm doing this and I'm having fun.
I hope not. Yeah, definitely the fist pump. Definitely the fist pump. Yeah, maybe he's got our app up and he's hearing us talk right now. Yeah, he's definitely taunting. I'm just hoping that there is nobody else in that vehicle. That is probably the concern for everybody involved.
That alerts the pedestrians, the other drivers, and also having the helicopter up top, whether it be media and or police, is another tool to signify to people that, hey, there's something going on. You need to kind of pay attention to the road.
Well, you saw that one truck move out of the way just now.
The LAPD in pursuit of a stolen pickup truck. Rich Prickett is above the scene of Sky 5. Rich?
Glenn and Lou, we're back in Santa Monica for another pursuit here. It's a white GMC pickup. We're hearing that it could be stolen, and the LAPD is also saying that there could be an elderly abuse suspect in the truck.
I think he was going too slow. And that's the reason why. There we go. We're going over the center divider. He's definitely making use of the truck. But those Explorers, they can handle a curve. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. And you kind of, it could be, usually there's a little bit more of a like bucking, with the vehicle, but there he goes. He's literally taunting these officers. Yeah, definitely. There's no doubt about it.
It looks like there is less than lethal weapons as well as lethal potential weapons. So now he's going to start pulling forward again. And here we go. We do know that that doesn't mean that they can't continue to follow him because helicopters above him, they know where he is. He's shown no tendency to give up. And so for officers to be exposed out of the vehicle, that's somewhat worrisome, I would assume.
Yeah, he's not complying with any of the officers' requests. They're on the loudspeaker asking him to turn the motor off, put your hands out of the window. In this case, he's rolled the window back up.
Looks to be a man with a hat there in the driver's seat. LAPD now, another pit maneuver here. And almost successful. That looked to be the best effort yet by the LAPD to try and spin this heavy pickup truck.
There we go. Did he? I don't know if he did. That was the spike strip.
With this person slowing down, he may see things coming, but he's driving in the bike lane and in the turn lane and now looks to be turning right if this and Lincoln Boulevard.
You see that lead black and white right behind it, closing that gap a little bit. And he's making a left turn here. Left turn onto Grant Street. Not a left turn, but another U-turn.
The LAPD above it, they're doing a fantastic job making the calls down there and trying to keep their officers and other officers informed on locations and where this vehicle is going.
He has shown a willingness to try to make officers run into him. He will, when they get up close, he will slam on his brakes.
Euclid from Ocean Park.
Oh, Euclid, okay.
Yeah, southbound Euclid. Of course, now he's just making another turn here, so now he's going to be westbound.
We're not seeing any foot traffic, so this could be a good area for the ground units to try another pit maneuver. That last one did not work, and as we've been turning a news dropper forward, looking at this from different angles, I'm not seeing much damage on the truck, but you saw it there, nearly hit that ground unit that came up right in front of it. And here we go again. This is now, I think, the third or fourth abrupt stop in the middle of the road this driver has made.
Looks like, he's talking back to them. Interesting. Or with them.
Yeah, he's certainly communicating back and forth with the LAPD. Doesn't look like he was on a cell phone at all. He's just rolling down the window and, having some words with them right there in person. Okay, so now making another sharp turn here. Okay, he's going to come out to another major here. This could be Ocean Park once again.
Let's see what the driver does now as he hits traffic. Earlier we saw him just driving up on the sidewalk. Yeah, he keeps on stopping, Camilla, right in the middle of the roadway. And now that I've seen that happen about half a dozen times, I've lost hope whenever he does that he is about to surrender voluntarily. This started at around 11:15 near the 10 of the 405, not far from where we are now.
If he stays on Venice, that'll take him all the way to the beach if he wants to keep going.
Yeah, it's considered Venice and Lincoln is Venice.
Okay, here we go.
He's getting out.
Stand by 1 second. Okay. Okay. Back in the car.
No.
Okay. All right. So the games continue here.
Wow.
Walking
That
towards
was
the officers. He had his hand by his waist for just a moment there.
Definitely taunting officers. There's no doubt about it. And I'm laughing because of the fact that we got the confirmation, not because he's taunting the officers. Don't get that wrong. But there you go. Doors are open once again. You'd think that they'd have the then less than lethal like right there. Yeah. Oh, geez, what are you doing? Yeah. Yep. They. And you know what? I mean, we have it on tape. Yeah, and he threw that first punch. He definitely threw that first punch. So, yeah. So, assaulting an officer.